Yo, what's up guys, it's NLW Figs here, back again with another video. Today, something a little bit different for you guys. Basically what I've been doing is, you remember the old NLW website? It used to have the roster and the episodes on it. Well, I've revamped it now and finally updated it after a number of years. So finally, the NLW website is up and running, up to date, and I've kind of made it like an NLW network, kind of like the WWE network is, and I'll get into kind of a website tour and show you guys what I've done to kind of update it. But before I get into the video any further, make sure you like the video as it helps get the channel out there, and as always, remember to subscribe to NLW Figs. And if you can think of anything that I could add to the website, whether that be a different section, a different feature to the website, comment it down below. I'd love to hear some of your suggestions. But without further ado, we'll get into it. And basically what happens is, at the start of the web page, the address is mrcalculate.wixsite.com/No Limits Wrestling. It's it is what it is, but this is a domain title that it shows up in Google. So if you just Google No Limits Wrestling, this website will come up, and it's also linked in the description for you guys to have a look for yourselves and kind of play about with it. So this is the homepage now. You've got the new banner up the top with kind of an updated NLW logo, a little bit cleaner, and the first thing you're going to see when you open the webpage will be the latest episode of NLW. So at the moment, it's episode 99, going to update it soon, perhaps to the Royal Rumble, and then NLW 100 when that comes out in the next, I don't know, month or two. So yeah, that's what happens when you open the page, but we'll explore it a little bit. So I'll show you what's going on next. Next up, we've got the roster page. So when you click on the roster page, you've got the entire list of the active NLW roster, men's and women's, for both Metal and NLW, but this is going to change after NLW 100 because, of course, Triple H is going to explain what's happening with the Metal rosters, so, he'll give an update on that on NLW 100. But for now, this is the updated roster. You can see it's in alphabetical order, and you can actually click on each of these guys. So for example, you could click on Seth Rollins and it will give you kind of a profile of him. Not a complete profile, I might add that later on, but at the moment it just kind of gives you his NLW career highlights. So for example, he's a former NLW champion, former Intercontinental champion as well, and a Royal Rumble winner, and it's got, the Metal background to show you that he is, at the moment, a member of the Metal roster. And, another example, Jeff Hardy. So if the guy is in a faction, this one, for instance, Jeff Hardy, a member of the Ministry, it will show you if he's a member of a tag team or a faction in No Limits Wrestling. Just gives you a little bit more of an idea of what they've done in NLW in the past. For example, former Money in the Bank winner and tag team champion is Jeff Hardy, as well as the current NLW champion. So a little bit more of a backstory as to what these guys have done in NLW. And another feature of this website is episode results. So every single episode of NLW, Metal, everything has been logged on this website. It took a while to do, but I'm happy that I've got it up and running now. So before, I think I did a couple of slideshow pictures on this website, and it wasn't looking too graphically, graphic design wise, wasn't looking too good. So I've changed it up a little bit. What we've got here are the NLW links. So what you can do is you can click on, let's click on, for example, episodes 1 to 50 for NLW. So you can see it comes up in this kind of slideshow format. So you've got from episode 1 all the way up until episode 50. I think it cuts off at about 30 here, but as you scroll down, there are more on there. And likewise, we'll click on Metal as well. So you've got Metal episodes 51 to 80 here, and if you hover over them, it'll actually say what episode it is. So for example, this one says Metal episode 64, so then you can click on any of them you want, really. So if you want to click on episode 53, for instance, it will give you the episode title. So if it was a special episode, maybe for instance it was the Cross the Line special I did a couple years ago, or the draft, so that will come up here, and then it will give you an entire rundown of the card and what happened on that show. So on this show, this was like late 2017, so about 4 years ago now. You had Kofi Kingston and Jeff Hardy one-on-one, Pentagon Jr. and Cody Rhodes, also Bray Wyatt and Shawn Michaels for the NLW title in the main event. And then of course it'll give you kind of a picture of what happened on that show. So this has the car being tipped over, Stone Cold put in it and kind of ambushed by the corporate team at the time. Another example, here's one for Metal episode 23. This was like 2015, 2014, something like that, around that kind of time. So you've got Austin Aries and Rob Van Dam, Hardy and Raven, and then a fun little couple of skits that I did with the NWO where they were trying to chase the Sandman and take the Hardcore Championship. But it's not just episodes, oh no, I also have a complete list of NLW pay-per-views and special results. I've even made a couple of quick little thumbnails. I might change it and update it as I go along with a bit more updated artwork and stuff. But yeah, I've tried to make it look like the WWE Network in a way. So if you click on any of the icons, you know, we can click on, for example, Metal Ungovernable here. It'll give you the thumbnail and the poster for that show, as well as a complete rundown of the results of the card. So, of course, we had the Elimination Chamber in the main event of that show. And it's also something, you know, if you're kind of catching up to NLW or you don't really know the history behind it, this is a good way to start because you can kind of just go through it episode by episode, as well as you know, the year playlists which are on my main channel. So it's by year, so it's NLW 2012, NLW 2013, 2014, and etc. to kind of organize it. So bunch of playlists on my channel that will organize NLW and make it easier to go through and digest if you want to watch old episodes. And I've also tried to make it easier if you do want to watch old pay-per-views and specials. I've actually started to add links to the episodes that there were. So for example, here you see NLW Sacrifice, the complete results of this show, and at the bottom there is a YouTube link which will take you to the full show of NLW Sacrifice on YouTube on my channel. So I think that's a pretty nifty feature. I'm going to try and update the website as I go, adding more links. But if you go to the NLW website, as you can see here, and you click on any of the icons, like for the pay-per-views are complete. So if you click on a pay-per-view, it will take you to that show on my channel. So it kind of acts like a mini WWE Network in a way, which I think is a pretty cool feature. I'm going to try and do it for the episodes next. So I hope you enjoyed going through that. And also another update is the title history. So I've taken some renders of the NLW championships that are currently there for PNGs, and I've put them on here, and next to them is the complete title history, so you can go through the NLW championship, the metal title, the Intercontinental, and so on and so forth, just going down the complete history of the championships. I might even make a couple of updated title history videos. I did them a few years ago. They did quite well, so I might do a couple of updated ones going forward. The next couple of pages, it just kind of tells you the schedule of NLW. So at the moment, NLW Metal episodes are supposed to be coming out every Saturday. You know, the schedule has relaxed a little bit, but I will update this schedule once I change it moving forward. Raw rebooked as well, that's coming back very soon, including SmackDown rebooked, which I'm really looking forward to starting on. And at the moment, of course, every Thursday you see NLW 24/7. And I've also included the Shows Explained graphics, which I uploaded to Instagram about a month or two ago, and I've put them on the website. So it kind of explains what the shows are and what they're about. So for example, NLW Live, modern style high flying, and tells you what kind of action you'll see on it, and it's sort of like Monday Night Raw, which is why I put that there. And then, you know, kind of explains what Metal is, what Turbo is, really just trying to help new NLW fans, and maybe also help old NLW fans who have maybe got lost a little bit and want to get a bit of a recap and a refresh on storylines and what the whole vibe of the company is, you know. And finally, a fun little contact page, so if you put your email in there, I can answer any questions. I do try and answer questions as soon as possible, and I try and answer them, you know, on my Instagram, or I answer them in the YouTube comments. But if there's any queries you have, maybe it's like a business stuff, I don't know, you can leave your name, email, and just send me a message if you want over on that website. So fun little feature there that I think is cool to kind of connect with you guys. And on all the pages, it's also got my links to the YouTube at the bottom, my Twitter and my Instagram. But I have had a lot of fun making this website, and I did make it a few years ago. I've learned a lot about web design and graphic design since then, so it's updated a little bit. I've tried to keep it simple for you guys, but I think it's really cool. I like the episode feature where you can just click on it and get the full results of each episode, as well as the pay-per-views. I'm going to add more links, but if you click on any pay-per-view, there's a YouTube link that will take you to that event, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm going to hope to do that for the episodes too. And I'm going to keep on track more of updating the roster as it goes along. So if you want to have a look for yourself and kind of play around and have a look through the NLW website, look at the rosters and all the title histories and all that, you can go to mrcadclay.wixsite.com/No Limits Wrestling, and the link for that is also in the description. go and have a look for yourself and see what it's all about and have fun learning about the history of NLW. I might even add an NLW 24/7 section in future. But what did you think of this website and what do you think of the video? Let me know in the comments below. Is there anything I can add to the website to make it a little bit cooler? Let me know in the comments as well. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video as it helps get the channel out there, and subscribe to NLW Figs Today. That's it from me. Thank you guys. I'll catch you later.